My name is Martinez for Cine Geek. I'm very happy and had the privilege to be talking with Joe Taslim. Maybe you might know him from a little movie known as The Raid, also a little show goes as Warrior, and maybe as this character. Let's see if we can show here.
The
Sub-Zero in Mortal
Iceman.
Kombat. There we go. There we go. And there's my cat here. He wants some attention. Say
Hello.
hi to Joe.
Oh.
So, hello, Apakabar.
Pabar
So,
baik.
here we go. So first of all, congratulations on the Furious. I
Thank you.
love the movie. Such a badass movie. So, how was it working? First of all, let's see if I pronounce it well. Miyaji? Or was
Yeah,
your
Miao's or Xia
was
Miao.
your
Yeah.
so how was it working with him? Because I never seen him before, and after watching the Furious, I started looking for all the movies he has
Yeah.
done,
Yeah.
and he's amazing. So
He's
how was it
amazing
working
since
with
he
him?
was a kid. Yeah. Since he was 10 years old, I grew up watching a lot of his movies, and he started way, way earlier compared to all of us. And he was a kung fu, what do you call it, a child kung fu star back in like what 90s. And work first time I met him in Bangkok, I told him like I'm a huge fan of you. I grew up watching all of your movies, and then turned out he's the most amazing guy. You know, very humble, super passionate, love action movies, love martial arts. So it was super easy working with him, you know, because he's super collaborative, and then very humble, and always want to learn. You know, even though he's a great martial artist, but every day he just want to learn new things. You know, I appreciate him so much.
I can see that through his character because his character was so well written and the way he performs,
Yeah,
especially the combination with you
yeah.
was amazing. I
Thank
also
you.
want to ask you because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think the last minutes of the movie,
Yeah.
the fighting choreography with you and Joey and Brian Lee is so fun.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to know how was it done and B, did anybody get hurt on it? Because there must have been a few missteps because the choreography with the knives, the ladders, the tables. Wow.
Well, no one seriously injured during the process, but of course involve a lot of hard work and pain. Yeah, and of course, yeah, a little bit of tiny accidents here and there, but it didn't stop us. You know, I think that's the beautiful thing about it, because everybody on the same page and trying to deliver something amazing for
Yeah.
action genre, and that is, like you said, a very special action scene and choreography. I gotta say, this is probably the most complex action choreography I've done in my life, and I'm very proud of that fight scene. Yeah,
Yeah, you should be very proud because it's amazing. You can watch it over and over again, see all the small details,
true,
like the table, the chairs.
true.
It's so amazing. Who did the choreography for that?
I think Kenji and Kensuke Sonomura, our second unit director, and they're best friends. So I
Wow.
believe this is like a very rare project that they can work together, because usually Kensuke Sonomura direct his own action film, and the
Mhm.
Kenji usually direct his own because they never really work together. So the Fuse is actually probably the first time these two titans working together, and then turn out, you've seen the movie. When you have two titans sharing ideas and collaborate together, Fears is the action of the decade for sure.
I want to ask you because here in Puerto Rico, our cinema, there are many filmmakers going on and working very hard with cinema, creating a better business for our people in Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
What can we learn from Indonesian filmmaking? Because I see Indonesian, like The Raid, was one of these movies that broke all over the world.
Yeah.
What can we learn from Indonesian filmmakers that we can apply to ourselves, to our industry, and see the same potential and growth as you guys have seen over there?
Yeah, I believe that we learn a lot from our previous masters, right? Like Jackie Chan, someone I know for sure. Gareth watched a lot of Hong Kong movies when he was young, inspired him so much to make The Raid, and also he watched a lot of Japanese great action movies, action not just action movies, like great filmmakers. So I believe one wave to another, we know they're connected. You know,
Yeah.
Indonesian action movies has been amazing because they learned so much from the previous masters, like Hong Kong movies, Japanese action movies, and even great Hollywood action movies too. So from there, I think Garrett put his identity into it and mixed something that he believed, and then he created a new way of action, how to shoot action, how to perform action back in last decade, 2010, 2020. And The Raid somehow managed to be the mecca of action movies back then.
Yeah.
But I think this decade, with you know the wave is now changing a little bit to a different directions. Now it's all about complexity. It's all about trying to challenge how to design action sequence that's not just entertaining, not just engaging, but also has also inventive, also creative. And we have it's the decade of Kenji and Kensuke Sonomura. I think they're both like really doing a good job in all their previous works before the Furious. And the Furious, a project they collaborated together and created something amazing. I call it like the wave of the decade
Yeah.
of the action design that's so complex, involves great storytelling, and then but both directors, I gotta say, they believe in one thing. They believe in actors. They have to do their own fight.
You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
You
the
can see.
only way to tell that story inside the fight. Because it's important, for audience to see, their favorite actors playing their favorite characters and really doing it, and then and they want to
What?
see that, and they can invest more and appreciate it more.
Well, Joe, thank you so much. I really appreciated your time.
Thank you.
Just to need to know, my wife saw the Freeze with me, and she's very happy that you're one of the good guys. She always sees you as the bad guy, so she was very happy for that. And
Once
also,
in a
you
while, I
can,
gotta play good guy.
yeah, and also you can catch the Furious starting here in Puerto Rico June 11th. Joe,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.